I'm here with Tommy Foley, and Tommy, good to be out here with you. I mean, I've heard all kinds of things about you and your family. Your dad guided till he was how old?
He's about 78, 79.
Wow, and you've guided all your life.
He just sure did.
Well, it's great to be here with the legend himself here in the Bahamas. The tide's looking good this morning to catch bonefish?
It's looking very good. Right now the tide's on its way out. We'll be able to work those fish coming out of the mangroves, and this is one of the best times to go in there and get them.
So we don't have any excuses.
None whatsoever.
Uh-oh, boy. Well, I know one thing. You got to think positive if you're going to catch fish, folks. And when you're with a professional guide, in fact, one of the best in the Bahamas, or maybe you are the best. You've been doing it since you were how old?
I've been guiding from I was just got out of high school.
Fishing for bonefish in the Bahamas? Does it get any better than this? I don't think so.
Coming up. On this week's episode, Bob and friends are in the Bahamas for sunny saltwater action. Guide Tommy Foley takes Bob for some incredible fishing the flats action for bonefish in spectacular clear waters. Spin fishing with a jig and shrimp. Tommy points out the fish and Bob casts and sets the hook. Bob even tries his hand at steering the boat, but quickly finds out why Tommy is the pro at guiding for bonefish in the Bahamas.
Wow. Thump, thump, thump. Here we go, boys. And that is awesome.
Look at that magnificent fish. Way down there.
Isn't that sweet? Look at the size of that fish.
There he is again.
The color is incredible. Yeah, that's a nice one.
The Real Fishing Show with Bob IZUMI.
All right. That is a big rainbow trout, Chris. Double headers. Whoa.
Nice jump.
Yeah. All right. And that is so cool. Another one, there we go. All right. Look at that chunk.
Real Fishing is sponsored by Mercury, #1 on the water, and Tim Hortons.
On the Real Fishing Show, we make catching fish like this a possibility. Well, we've got our friends here in the other boat, and Tom there is 15 years old, and he's Tommy's son, and he's running the other boat. He got to take a day off school today to come out and help out as a camera boat, but they're also going to have some fish. You got Robbie Wharton in the front. You've got Chef Tim Tibbetts in the blue shirt, as well as beside him, my tournament buddy Pierre Voisin. So the boys are out to have a little fun this morning, and the game plan is this morning is while this tide is right to, take advantage of it and see if we can't catch a few bonefish. I mean, this is about as good a trip as you can get because we've got some really great guys. These guys have turned out to be some really good friends on this trip. I love them to death. They're great people, and this is it. We're gonna have some fun this morning.
Hey, you got a nice shark here.
Look at that.
Okay, come over here, about 30 feet. Get past him, get in front of him. Good. Jig. There he comes, jig. He's on it, jig, keep jigging.
Oh, there we go.
Stop, jig
There
it.
There we go. He's on.
Yeah.
All right. Now I see there's a bunch of mud there. Were they feeding in
Yes,
there?
sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, boy. Now, this type of fishing really gives a reel a workout, doesn't it?
Sure does.
This Revo's getting quite a workout. Wow. Whoa.
He's coming back.
These things are
towards
so
you.
fast. Look at it. Now it's way over there. I like my odds a little bit better out in this open water, Tommy, but I'm not so sure I've got enough line on here.
You're looking pretty good so far.
Very cool. Now I know why people talk about fishing in the Bahamas for bonefish. Amazing a fish that size has got that much speed and power. Okay, there it is. Oh, that's a nice one. It's in the murky water here. Oh yeah, look at that. Very nice. Very nice bonefish. Look at that clear water. Just steady pressure, Tommy. You don't want to horse them, obviously, for breaking the line or just pulling the jig, huh?
Yes.
I got this little Berkeley gulp jig on, and very cool. That water is so clear. So clear, and I want to make sure I get this thing tired out before we grab them.
When you hold him, you want to kind of cradle him.
Yes?
Yeah, you don't want to like add any force on holding the fish.
Okay.
So once you get his head up, you can just cradle, put your arms under him, and you can cradle him. There you go, beautiful.
There we go. That's what we're talking about right there. All right. I'm just gonna pluck that jig out. Is that all right if I lay him here?
Yes, sir.
I'll just pluck that jig out of there. The jig is out. Very nice. Look at that. Okay, shall we put her back?
That sounds like a plan.
That is beautiful. Whoa, my first Bahamas bonefish.
When we return, the flying fish and friends in the Bahamas, and more Bonefish on the Flats with Tommy Foley. Stay tuned. Closed captioning is brought to you by BoaterExam.com. Let's take a look down under with this week's Fish Eye View, sponsored by Toro. Count on it. One thing that stands out when filming underwater is the astonishing number of fish that simply look at a bait without hitting. Not hungry or just curious, they do the same thing if presented with live bait. It's frustrating, but as the saying goes, there's more to be learned from failure than success. To be certain, the same thing is happening to all of us when fishing. Make one or two casts, move on. You have to wonder how many opportunities are passed up on a given day. With an eye down under, it's easier to read fish. There's no question the right change in presentation triggers deeply embedded instincts. They often refuse an easy meal until it tries to get away. That up-down action, a deadly technique wherever you go. Factor in change-ups on every cast, and you'll catch a lot more fish. Another way to turn a looker into a hitter is to suddenly bottom out your bait. Fish can't resist something trying to get away, heading the wrong direction, and ending up with nowhere to go. Actually, working bottom is a great all-round method. Simply cast, drift, or troll while bumping along. Add a few tugs and jerks, and you'll draw them from a distance. And remember, when your bait is in the water, always assume something is watching, and you'll connect with some of the biggest fish out there.
While in the Bahamas, we enjoyed the hospitality of Robbie Wharton and friends, Tim Tibbetts and Pierre Voisin. While competing on the Renegade Bass Tour, I met Pierre Voisin. He mentioned the great fishing in the Grand Bahamas and that he had a few friends from Ontario who moved down to this beautiful part of the world. Robbie Wharton was set up for fishing along with his friend Chef Tim Tibbetts, who owns the best restaurant in the Bahamas. What a combo. Wow. Very cool. This is just another couple of hours out here off Freeport, Bahama with some friends.
Keep moving it, keep moving. Stop. Jake, 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 here he comes, Jake. He's on it.
Oh! Wow. Look at this.
Nicely done.
The runs that they make.
Put your rod down to the right side. Let's see if we can turn that fish and keep reeling. Keep reeling. See if we can get him to come back. Oh, okay. Reel. Good.
We almost had one wrap up in those little bushes there a second ago. That was very close. I'm glad the fish decided to
Cooperate, huh?
yeah, cooperate, because I don't think I was turning them. Yeah, that's another nice bonefish. Wow. They're thick here, aren't they?
Yes. sir.
Look at that.
They've been eating pretty good here.
Yeah, this is just way too good to be true. This is
Oh, Captain, look to your.
oh my.
Look
There's
at that
about
school of fish.
30 of them in
There's
that
more
school.
than 30, but 100 fish
Oh,
there.
is that right? Well, I think I'm gonna unhook this one then.
Yeah, unhook that one and maybe you get a shot of these other ones here. Oh, look at that school of fish.
Oh my, they're right there. They're within casting distance.
Oh man, that's pretty.
Okay. Okay. And look at that. There we go. Back in the water. Whoa. See you later. Wow, that thing is beautiful color. Awesome, awesome fishing on the flats here in the Bahamas.
When we return, Bob tries his hand guiding Tommy around the flats with the emphasis on trying. Stay tuned. This tip of the week is sponsored by Coleman, the outdoor company.
I've always said you're never done learning when it comes to successful fishing, and I'm always learning something when I'm with my buddy Gord PYZER here. Gord, you put me on to something yesterday that was phenomenal, and I want to tell the folks about fishing large swim baits like these Berkeley hollow bellies for walleyes and using an aggressive approach. We're not talking about that jigging and rigging with little baits and soft baits and live bait. We're talking about aggressively fishing them. Now, first off, you want a medium heavy rod.
Medium heavy is essential, Bob. Medium heavy, 14-pound test fire line or a gel spun like Nanofill, and a reel that's fairly large, large enough to accommodate that. But medium heavy, 14-pound test. You can put a fluorocarbon leader on. We put maybe 14, 16 inches of fluorocarbon.
Okay, now, here's the real key. This blew my mind. We're talking about heavy jig heads, things like that are 3/4 ounce, 1 ounce, ½ ounce, and you're swimming these baits, aren't you?
You make a long cast. After you've made that long cast, you see your line belly because now you've let it sink to the bottom. That's the last time it should ever hit the bottom. Now what you try to do is visualize swimming it so that it's always within a foot or so, but that heavy head forces you to lift it up, retrieve, and that retrieve causes you to drop your rod tip, and so the bait swimming along, and then it dips, swimming along, dips, and it's that. This is the only bait, 3-dimensional. It rocks side to side, the body side to side, but the tail's kicking. No other bait does that. One of the other keys, we've always talked, and you've always explained to folks on television and on the radio show, the number one consideration always is depth control. You got to be down where the fish are, depth control. But what the amazing thing is on this is how we understand sight and vibration. We've always thought fish feel baits and then come in, and what causes them to bite is when they see it. It's the other way around. They actually see it, come in behind your bait. Now they're trailing, and walleyes trail your bait like every other fish. And it's that 3-dimensional and the tail kick. There's something about this vibration that says, eat me. And when they eat it, every fish, it's amazing, isn't it? They're like that.
Yeah, they're right down in its mouth. And speaking of vibration, I'm still vibrating how incredible this technique is. And I love it, Gord, when I learn something new. And for that, I thank you. And this bait does not thank you, because this hollow belly caught about 20 walleyes for me yesterday. So you can see right here, it's a little bit chewed up.
That
Gord.
doesn't know you a thing, that bait.
No, I got my money's worth out of that one. Hey Tommy, I know that you do a lot of fly fishing with clients for bonefish and some spin fishing. What other species do you catch?
We catch topping, permit, sharks, barracuda, mangrove snappers. They're most of the fish that hang are in the flats.
I got you. So you're covering some different species, and you're talking all shallow water fish.
Yes, all shallow water. The toppings sometimes hang in there in the middle of the bay. It's slightly deeper water, but it's considered all flats.
All right here in Grand Bahamas, on the west end.
That's it, right in the west end, man.
Well, I'll tell you, we're just cruising along, and I did a little push pulling earlier. I found out that it's just not quite as easy as it looks.
Push that way now. Push that way. Put the pole that way. You gotta pull that, no, that way. Push it now.
We're swinging the wrong way. Sorry, Tommy. Amazing fishing for bonefish here in the west end of the Grand Bahamas.
Jake, here he is. Stop, stop. Jake, on it. Now, he's on it.
Whoa. Come on. This thing is going crazy. Whoa. There's turtles everywhere. I don't think there's a fish that fights harder for the size of them in the ocean, is there, than these?
I don't think so.
And the speed, they got to be the fastest fish going. You can hear the line singing. There's the fish right there. Oh yeah, that's a nice fish right there. Okay. Very sweet. Look at that. All righty. That is just way too cool. And back in the water. Okay. Thanks for playing, Mr. Bonefish. That was awesome.
If we can rig that real quick, we got fish coming at us again.
Okay.
More Bonefish action with Tommy Foley in the Grand Bahamas. When we return, stay tuned.
There are so many fantastic fishing opportunities available in the Grand Bahamas. Our guide Tommy Foley took me to some interesting areas where there was so much to see and so many fish to catch. He's truly one of the world's best flats fishing guides. Robbie Wharton took Chef Tim Tibbetts, Pierre Voisin, and myself out for excellent offshore fishing for yellowfin tuna and mahi-mahi. Fast action, amazing fish, and last but not least, friends for life.
Here he comes, Jake. Jake, he's on.
Oh, got him. This is way too good. Oh, I wish I had Tommy in the boat all the time for clear water. For sight fishing and bass, he'd be amazing. Oh, that shark kind of looked at
we
it.
may have a little issue here. No, that shark, he's going off.
He took off. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at this.
Yeah, we may have a little problem with this shark, my friend.
Yeah, the shark is not...
Yeah,
Oh, that's to scare the shark.
yeah.
That shark's gonna have to go to the other shore to get this fish.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, the shark's left, and the bonefish I've got right up here to the boat now. Oh yeah, another beautiful bonefish. Look at that. Boy, the average bonefish this part of the Bahamas, very nice size too, isn't it, Tommy?
Yeah, this time of year, you know, the winter time, the fish are a lot bigger. You know, they get like, the winter time is like average size 6.5 to 10, 11 pounds.
Wow.
It's a lot bigger. Summertime, you know, it range from 3 pounds, 3.5 to about 6 pounds. You know, get them up to 8, 9 pounds. You know,
Wow.
I'll show you how we handle it.
Okay, sure. Just a second.
Bahamian style.
Okay, 1 second.
Yeah.
Here we go. I thought I had them pretty well done, but here we go.
Okay, these
Okay.
kind of gain control of the fish, and these are little sensitive. So some people squeeze them on from their back to their stomach and kind of you know, you kind of hurt them that way. So
Right?
you try to be pretty gentle.
Okay, just swim towards the camera there.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. So it's always cradling that fish.
Very nice. Well, we'll get a photo with the legend, Tommy Foley. All right. That is a beautiful fish.
Yeah, lovely fish.
Now, are they rooting around on the bottom and just crushing different things?
Right, crushing the crabs and the shrimps, and to get some worms and clams and everything.
Very powerful jaw.
Very, very powerful.
All
You
right.
gotta try and get them back
Okay,
in there.
let's put 'em back.
You know, a lot of times when I'm putting the fish back and I'll turn him, once you turn him upside down, he will not move.
Right?
Okay, he'll stay like that all day.
Yes.
And, you know, so I just try to pump some air back into his lungs.
Uh-huh.
Here, just back and forth here a little bit. Let him catch himself.
Yeah, they put out so much energy fighting.
Yeah. First thing before I let him go, I look to see if any sharks are around,
Right?
and he's a little tired, but he's moving a little slow.
Yep. So it'll take him a second. And
Yeah,
he'll be
it'll take him a
back.
second. He's on the side
Well,
here.
thank you, sir.
Hey, my brother, it's a pleasure.
Hey,
Enjoyed it.
I've heard a lot about you, and it's all true. And all good, by the way. Yeah. That's really cool.
Yes.
I wonder where his relations are out here. Does he have any, oh, there it goes, swimming off.
Yeah, he's good.
Does he have a mother or father that might be around here?
I'm sure he does.
Yeah, all right. This is a big fish. That is a fish of a lifetime. Well, that is just amazing. Look at that thing. Oh, yeah. Wow. Oh, man. Woo. That was too cool. Oh, man, what a fish. Look at that.